Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Son of Zeus and Hera? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie as well, and it is going to be a crossover into DC Universe. Not into Percy Jackson one, but into DC one. You see, I was trying to find a good story to read, and I came across a title named as, well, Prince of Amazons. And you know what? It was kind of a trashy story. I found many similar stories to that, but none of them were good, in which they had a normal chance, giving the boy the chance. So yeah, I was quite outraged by that and triggered to some extent. So I wanted to put this off for a little long, but I couldn't anymore. So here it is. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And don't worry, guys, I will be making your ideas soon, and the Marvel crossovers soon, as well as Percy Jackson's ones as well soon. They will be up within this month, or yeah, at the start of the next month, but they will be up. I promise you that much. And yeah, aside from that, I hope you enjoyed today's story. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins on Mount Olympus as we go towards Hera's temple, the queen of the gods, as she was in a deep thought inside her own temple. As some months ago, they had the same ritual again on Mount Olympus, where she will use her bat to become a virgin again and give it to Zeus. But this time around, something interesting happened. Something that the face did not even tell them about. She became pregnant with one of Zeus' children. But she was fearful and worried that her child, this one that was unborn, will turn out to be like her other children, egotistical, consumed within their own power and corrupted in the name of gods. So, without telling Zeus, she wanted to raise that child away from all of this mess, so the child could have a normal, happy life. And there was only one thing stopping her own self. She did not want to give away the child, and she knew that that was the only way for the child to live a normal life. And then came another question after she made herself ready to give away the child. To whom does she have to give it to? And only one woman's name came to her mind: Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazons, ruler of the land of Themyscira, hidden away from the man's world. As she entered there, after disappearing from her temple, to see that Hippolyta and her daughters Donna Troy as well as Diana Prince were there. My queen and goddess, for what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Hippolyta, I would like to talk to you alone. As both of them were now in Hippolyta's room inside her castle. What is it you wish to speak, my queen? I am pregnant with Zeus' child. As her eyes widen. My queen, that is, Hippolyta said. I know. Good news, but I want to give away this child. My queen, what do you mean? This child, I am worried that he will become corrupted like his siblings, engulfed within his own ego and power. And that is something I cannot bear to watch anymore, because it has happened so many times in front of my eyes that I have grown tired and have lost faith in all of my children, alongside my own husband. He does not know of this, said Hera, and you will not tell him. The only way I can do this is by giving him away, and I have chosen you. Yes, it is a boy. I have Hestia checked, and she vowed that she will not reveal it to anyone, with reverse edicts. But my queen, I know. But you are my most trusted and loyal follower. And not only that, think of it this way. The first male Amazon, the one that you can mold and can raise as your own. He will not be corrupted. He will not be consumed, because you will all raise him with your own methods and rules. As Hippolyta thought about that, in this way they can reproduce and bring more Amazons and males into their world and reproduce on this land. And not only that, all those males alongside this child will be raised by themselves. They will not be the same as the man of the man's world. I will be grateful and thankful if you do this for us. Good. As suddenly something happened as Hippolyta felt as there was a fetus inside her stomach. Now rejoice, Hippolyta. You will be the mother of this child, mine and Zeus and your child. Wait, my queen, does that mean yes, the child have your blood running through his veins as he has mine and Zeus? I see, my queen. As after that, Hera disappeared. Time passed and finally came the time for the child to be born, as that was when Hera arrived back as Antiope, Hippolyta's sister, as well as her daughters, Diana as well as Donna, and the champion of Amazons, Artemis, her most trusted warrior, were there. As they all bowed, our queen, our goddess, Hera, what do we owe for this visit? Antiope asked. I would like to meet my child. Your child? Yes. Mine, Zeus, and Hippolyta's child. I will tell you all in due time, but you must vow to never speak of this to anyone else. Aye, they all said. As after the child was born, Artemis was enraged. It was a male. As she then asked, my goddess, it is a, I know. Or have you forgotten? Whom child is this? As she felt chills run down her spine. What was she going to do? Murder their goddess, their patron goddess child? This child was a god. But why? Why Hippolyta? Antiope asked because she wanted to know this question. I answer as well. Because I don't want this child to be corrupted. As after explaining to them why Hippolyta chose to give birth to their child, everyone became quite happy. As Diana then picked up her little baby brother, who had golden hair and blue eyes, as Hera smiled upon the child as the child giggled. What shall we name him? How about Naruto? Naruto? It means Maelstrom. It was a Japanese name from Shinto era. It was a book that Apollo brought that I read coincidentally, and I like the character. I hope he grows up like that, and he will be my champion as well. As after that, Hera disappeared. As Hippolyta then knew what she had to do. Antiope, you all know now who this child is. He is my son, alongside with the son of being Zeus as well as Hera. And she doesn't want him to be corrupted, so we are going to raise him the Amazon's way. Please, do not be harsh on him, because he is not the same male as those out in the man's world. As they all nodded. And then came the time for the announcement to the rest of the Amazons. And at first when they saw the gender, they were quite surprised and were thinking of what they were going to do. And when the answer came to them, they were quite thoughtful and accepted a child nonetheless. Time skip. Some years later, we see that Naruto has grown up quite well, and at the age of 13 we see him resting, as he was lazing around now in the stables where the Pegasus and the horses were. As suddenly a girl rose from the other side. It was Donna. Come on, little brother, we have to go back now. You can go there, sister. I should rest here some more. You know you're being lazy. Antiope will not take lightly of this. Oh, you mean aunt? You're right, but I have done my training unlike you. As she pouted, as Naruto then got up and patted her on the back. Come on, I'll make you the stew that you all like. Really? You're cooking today? I didn't want to, but I guess I'll have to. as wherever Naruto went, every Amazon greeted him with happiness and smile. Why? Because he has earned their trust and won their hearts by becoming the first true male Amazon. As suddenly an Amazon arrived. What is it, Sheila? My prince, your mother has summoned you in the castle. Your aunt, as well as our general, awaits you there with her. As Naruto thanked her and went there, as we see inside the castle of the queen of the Amazons, as Naruto bowed. My queen, my mother, you asked for me. Naruto, my boy, rise. I told you that you should not bow to me, but you are our queen, and it is my responsibility to put high morals and respect to you in front of our whole nation, as the queen beamed with pride because she has taught this child well. As then she engulfed Naruto into a hug. Ah, my little baby has grown up so much. As Naruto blushed, I'm not a baby anymore, mother. As Antiope chuckled, oh, you are to us, little man. As Naruto chuckled as well, I guess so. So what is it you wanted to talk about? Well, Naruto, your sister, Diana, has ventured to the man's world. What? Naruto's eyes widened. It was the first time that Diana, on her own, has went. See, Naruto, something has happened. Something very disturbing. And she's out there, alone. I want you to go there, travel towards her, and protect her. Can you do that? Yes, I will. Good. And suddenly Hippolyta slapped her lips onto Naruto. As Naruto's eyes widened, Mother, Naruto said with a huge blush. You know how the Amazons work, right? We do not care about relations like our gods. And it is quite common here. And you being the first male who has made a home in every Amazon's heart, I will be your first wife alongside being your mother once you become the king of the Amazons. But isn't that the title that I know? Diana also loves you, and so does Donna, and so does your aunt. We of the royal family will marry each other and produce more males who will marry out the other Amazons. It was Hera who suggested this. Oh, Hera-sama, huh? I guess so. As then Antiope was the next one. And then came Artemis. Artemis, this is not what we agreed upon, but I love him, like you all do, and I will not stand down, my queen and general. Fine. As after that, Naruto was given his own armor, the armor of Boy Wonder. Well, Wonder Boy, more like it, as Wonder Woman was wearing her armor, built by Hephaestus, and he was wearing his, as now he was ready to go into the man's world, as he was given a device to track down Diana, as he arrived inside Metropolis for 1 week of travel, where he found her fighting against some sort of aliens, as Naruto landed next to her. My sister, brother, what are you doing here? As suddenly, a few people landed next to her. Diana, who is he? He's my little brother. Brother? Asked Clark, or more like Superman, with confusion. Hello, mister who wears his underwear outside. Nice to meet you. As Clark face vaulted. Yeah, I'm trying to change my outfit. It is something that we on the land from where I belong to wear. You're different from the other man. I can see that the one with bat on his chest is like a normal man from the man's world, while you are different. It is because I am not from here. Oh, I see. So, what is going on here, Diana? Why did you left? I know you wanted to visit outside. I heard a great prophecy from the fates. They told me that I was needed in the man's world, so I came here to help. It turns out that there was an invasion going on. We faced it 1 week ago. But now another threat has arrived. Whom? The Darkseid, said Superman. And we can need your help if you know how to fight. Okay. As Diana then said, no, you're not ready. You're only 1,300 years old. But I'm fine. As all of their jaws dropped. He's that? Yes, I'm 5,000 years old and he's that much old. In Amazon age, he's considered 13. And you're considered 5 then. Naruto said, no. I'm not. I'm considered wise. As Naruto then mumbled something. What was that, young man? Nothing. Nothing, sister. But I will support you from the sides. If it is sides that you want to support, then Robin, Batgirl, as they arrived as well. Oh, I can call some help as well, as then Kara arrived there, or more like Supergirl. As they all landed next to each other. So what is this about? Huh, Bruce? Well, Dick, you see here, these are the other people that I was telling you about. Supergirl and Wonder Boy, I suppose. What? Your sister, she goes by Wonder Woman. And you being a boy and her sidekick, Wonder Boy. Okay, I guess, said Naruto. So, how are we going to deal with Darkseid? As suddenly a portal opened again, and Darkseid arrived. Kneel again once more, mortals. Last time you were able to trick me into leaving, but this time around, I will put you all to ground and conquer this world and add it to my collection. As Naruto unsheathed his 2 swords, fight to the death as he dashed in the air. Oh, yeah, I forgot, Diana said. He still has the morals of the Amazon. And suddenly, Darkseid was taken by surprise as both of his arms were cut off. As Darkseid hissed in pain because nobody has taken him off guard like that. And then everyone realized that Naruto was stronger than Diana. Plus, he was an Amazon. As suddenly, many of the armies arrived and they were all fighting. As Naruto got distracted within his battle and paid the price as a laser shot through him. It was Darkseid, who was now completely healed with metal arms attached to his spot. As Naruto held his stomach where it was bleeding, as everyone became concerned. Don't, Naruto said, I will handle this. As his eyes were now glowing blue, as suddenly there was huge amount of lightning within the air. As Naruto was using Zeus' domain, his father's domain, for the first time. And Diana knew that using this, Zeus will get notice of this. And not only that, he will realize that only his offspring has the capability of using this. Not a demigod, a proper god. As in front of everyone, Darkseid alongside his armies were evaporated. As then Naruto fell weak as he was on his knees and one hand clutching his wound. As everyone rushed towards him, we gotta take him to the watchtower. The watchtower? I'll tell you guys later. Not now, said Batman. As Batman contacted the watchtower as they all disappeared through boom tube. After arriving there, the medics take care of him. I didn't know you had built this, Bruce, said Clark. I know. It was to make things official. I am officially announcing that we should make and build Justice League to protect the whole world from outer invasions as well as from within. That is for the best, said Diana, as she has wiped her tears away and was now standing amongst them. And so was Shazam there, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, as well as Black Canary, as well as John Johns, or better yet known as Martian Manhunter. All of the main people were there. So, Flash then arrived. This is so cool. Everything here is so high tech. And how's the kid? He's doing fine. So, are we officially a team now, like Justice Friends? No, more like Justice League, Barry. Ah, okay, I'm okay with that. said Barry, as suddenly the other sidekicks then also surrounded Naruto. How have you been, man? I've been good. I apologize, I didn't get your name. Ah, right. My name is Robin. You can call me Dick Grayson. I am prodigy of Batman. Oh, right. Nice. Is named after the, yes, bird, said Robin with a groan. No, it is actually amazing. The bird of freedom and courage. Nice choice. As Robin beamed and smiled. You know, you and me just are going to get along well, fine. So, as Robin and the others got acquainted as well, as Naruto then saw that Barbara Gordon, or the Batgirl he knew as now, was looking at him. What is it? Guys, a minute please. As after all of them left, as Dick then said, good luck. I know this is sudden, but yeah, you gotta need it. Because this dance is hell. She groaned as she pulled down her mask. Wow, I did not know that you have such pretty hair now. Well, it is quite visible. Yeah, I know, but I thought that it was not real. What do you mean? It is not real, she said with a groan. Well, red hair is beautiful in my opinion and is quite rare. You having that means that you're a rare girl, she said. She thought of that as a compliment as she was blushing now, similar to her color. Are you alright? Do you need medical attention as well? Barbara. No, I'm fine. Oh, I see. Well, here, she said, giving him a communicator. This will keep us in touch and, oh, one more thing. As she kissed him on the cheek as Naruto blushed. A storm. What? That was for saving me. You see, I would really like to get to know you and maybe show you around here. I would love to. And after that, Naruto and Diana spent 6 months there in the man's world, helping them out and setting up the Justice League. Naruto was also given an offer and became a honorary member of the Justice League as well. Not the main one, but the honorary one, which will take command and missions alongside them. As it was finally time for Diana and Naruto to visit their home place, as we see an invisible jet landing on Themyscira, as both of them exited, as the queen as well as her guards arrived there. Hey mom, my queen, I have brought my sister, as Hippolyta was mad with Diana. Diana Prince, have you any thoughts that how worried I was, and without telling anyone or any reason you left? It was the fates. The fates can go to Tetris for all I care. Why did you leave? It was necessary to save the man's world from great destruction. I had to go, mother. At least you are safe. Come on, mother, please. I know this is bad, but isn't it good that she arrived back? There was an alien invasion. A man claiming to be a god arrived there. We literally have to defeat him and save so many lives. She is telling the truth. She's not lying. I can vouch for that, mother. Naruto, Hippolyta said as her eyes got softened. You do not need to vouch for anyone. I know. Fates has informed me that. And it seems that you have been catching attention of quite a lot of people there as well. I'm sorry. But I don't know why it happened, but I guess it did. And I don't want to break her heart. Such a fine thought, Naruto. But you should not break cars as well, remember? Yes, my queen. As after that, Hera arrived. Naruto? My goddess, Naruto said with a bow, as Hippolyta had a frown on her face. First time seeing her son. You have to come to me to Mount Olympus. My queen is... As she put her hand in front of Hippolyta, everything will be fine. As Naruto and Hera disappeared and appeared in the Council of the Gods. On one side was Poseidon, the god of the sea, and the other gods, Apollo, Artemis, Athena, as well as Aphrodite, and Ares, as well as Hephaestus. And then came Demeter, as the final goddess that arrived there was none other than Hera. So now, tell us who you are, young god. As Naruto looked at Hera, she nodded. Before he speaks, I have a confession to make. As Hera told everyone what happened all those years ago, and Zeus was enraged, you became pregnant again with our child, and you gave that away to Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazons, and added her blood as well? Yes. I did not want him to grow up consumed with his own power. Like Artemis and Athena say over and over again, our children have grown. Zeus. He rightfully belongs here. My king, you can call me father's son, Zeus said with a smile. Dear father, Naruto said, I really wanted to meet you because I figured it out after using that power 6 months ago, that who I really was. But the thing is that if you think of me as a threat, then my king, you can take this power. I only need strength to protect my sisters and my family. I do not wish to use your domain without your permission, but at the time I had to, because the world was about to be destroyed by the man claiming to be God. You don't need to be so stiff, young one, said Apollo. Chill out a bit, and yes, we saw what was happening. We were about to intervene when you used that power and saved them. It was a quite noble deed, and ever since you haven't used that. And then after that, with the help of Athena, saw your past. You have been a quite nice young man, growing up well and earning the respect of Amazons who wouldn't let any man nor god set foot in their land for any other reason, without any important reason, said Hermes. As Zeus then said, I will not take that power away from you, son. From how you were raised, I am proud of you. And as I can see, so is Hera, and your other mother as well. But you, my boy and child, are a god. I cannot take those domains away from you. From this day on forward, your name is Naruto, son of Zeus and Hera and Hippolyta, the queen of Amazons, and the god of thunder. As an axe appeared, this was a gift from my Norse friend, Thor, who was also a god of thunder there, as he has retired now. This is Stormbreaker. You will use it, and use it wisely, my son. I will only use it when in a dire situation, my king, my father, Naruto said with a bow. As then, the meeting was cancelled as the gods shrunk down, and Zeus hugged Naruto. My boy has made me proud. Hera, as much as I hate you for doing that, but I also love you, my wife, because you have shown me that how our boy has grown up into a respectful person who respects both women as well as his own morals. And not only that, he knows when to stop. And from the looks of it, he's quite a womanizer as well, like his father. As Naruto blushed and looked down. Well, you look at that, modest as well. As Apordite then said, I wonder if he's virgin. Don't you even dare, said Artemis, shocking everyone, even Naruto. I have seen this young man's journey, and have decided whether or not to become his patron. He was able to earn the trust and respect of Amazons, lived with them for 1300 years, without giving into his desires. He has some, but those overruled, and I am guessing that was because of Aphrodite. Well, duh, obviously. As Athena then said, you are wise, young man, but we will train you as your sisters as well in your godly duties. Wow, I can't allow a family today. Naruto said these words, almost muttering to his own words as all of them beamed with happiness and smile. And after that, some more time passed, and once Naruto returned from Mount Olympus, many years has passed downstairs in the man's world, as Naruto has arrived back with the axe, as he hugged his mother. Mother, I missed you, as Naruto has grown up into a teenager now, from his early teens. He looked like 18 now. As he asked where Diana was, and Donna wasn't also there. They left. They were needed there. There was a young team of young justice, and Donna entered it. As you were busy there, as Naruto then said, "Oh, it is fine, mother." I see that you were able to get engaged with both Athena and as well as Artemis. And your father wholeheartedly agreed to this. I did not know how that happened, mother. Well, you are Naruto. If you can win our hearts, it is easy to win theirs, I guess. As then, she asked, how was Lord Zeus? Father was quite happy actually. I even asked him to take my powers away if he thought that I was, a burden as well as a threat to his domain. But he told me that it was nonsense and I should be happy as he was, and I should have a big harem. That you will, my son. You have me, your aunt, as well as your sisters in your harem, as well as 2 goddesses now, and that Barbara girl you told me about. We do not care how many women you take, but you all have to love us equally. That I will do, mother, with all my heart. As Naruto kissed Hippolyta for the first time, as she blushed and kissed back. And then they did the deed. As next morning Naruto woke up with a heavy head. Oh man, I'm not drinking again. As he saw that there was a whole orgy of Amazons, as all of the Amazons laid naked. Some of them were still doing amongst themselves, as they said, my prince, you were wonderful yesterday night. What did I... As they all giggled, we are not telling. And we will use this again, as Naruto gulped down. Mother? You told me that I will call you now Hippolyta, because we are married, my son. No, my husband. Oh, Hippolyta, then what happened? As Naruto was reminded of what happened, he drank some alcohol. After his return, there was a huge feast, and he ended up drinking too much because he was a lightweight, and, well, you know, the whole Amazon island was literally screwed by him. Jiraiya in the other universe will be so proud of him, literally crying and getting angry because he wasn't in his shoes. Then again, how could he be? As on the other side, when Diana and Donna found about this, and so did Barbara, they were quite sad. As then Naruto then decided to leave towards the man's world after getting the grace of his wife and everyone else. He left, as there was a huge thunder boom as Naruto landed in the young Justice cave, because the transmitter showed him there. As he saw that, there was another Robin. Dick? No, I'm not Dick. He goes by the name of now Nightwing. As suddenly from the shadows Nightwing arrived, and so did his other friends, the Teen Titans, as well as Batgirl, who was now Batwoman, but now she was Oracle now. She was on wheelchair. Barbara, what happened? I go by the name Oracle now, and my hero days are over. How? Who did this to you? Is it an accident? No, she was shot. Where have you been, man? We tried to... As then, Naruto explained to them what happened. I see. So you are engaged, huh? What about me? I waited for you. Here is it, the ring, my queen. I also waited. As Naruto kissed her, and suddenly something happened as Barbara started to walk as her eyes widened. How is this possible? Well, I healed you. I did not want you to be restrained, Barbara. I knew how sad you were. I can see it through your eyes. But please, be careful, and wear some protective armor next time. I will. Thank you so much, as she hugged Naruto again. And suddenly the Justice League communicator beeped. Wonder Boy, this is Batman from Watchtower. You are needed here. It is emergency. As a Zeta tube was used and Naruto was there in the Watchtower. As Naruto was greeted by his sister, Diana. How have you been, brother? I've been good, sister. Hey guys, how have you been? He grew more handsome, said Hawk Girl, or better yet known as Shayera. As everyone looked at her. What? I'm stating the truth. I'll take that as a compliment. What is it? As Batman then said, see this? This is Brainiac. We encountered him first as well. He wants to destroy this world. and we have to stop him at all cost. And the young heroes are not ready, but we know that you are. You fought amongst us. You should trust them more, Bruce, because it's not that I don't trust them. It is because that I don't want any of them to get hurt. This is a line of duty that they all shows following you guys. They want to protect what is important to them as it is important to you. You just can't let them to go to sidelines, but they are needed here. Naruto. Bruce said, if something happened to us and we fail this mission, it will be good for them to be prepared. And let's just hope that that time doesn't come. I agree with Bruce. Let's just hope that doesn't come at all, said Clark. As after that Naruto was ready to prepare to leave, suddenly he was, well, put to ground into a deep tight hug by none other than Kara. I missed you, Naruto. How have you been? Ah, Kara. I've been good. Here, this is for you. I know you wanted to date at the time, but I wasn't ready. But would you like to be my fiance now? Oh, wait, what? Isn't it? As Naruto then chuckled, we can take it slow, as he was about to put the ring back. No! As she slammed her lips and took that ring. You idiot. I'm not going to let you go away now. As Naruto explained to her the situation. Huh. Two goddesses. And let's just say, your whole family. And now us? Wow. Even incest was allowed in Krypton, but you just take the cake, Naruto. Oh, I didn't want to, but I guess it kinda did happen. I guess courtesy of my mother. But she told me that I shouldn't cross the line with any one of you before marriage. I already married my wife Hippolyta and Antiope, Artemis, as well as Artemis the goddess, and Athena, and Diana and Donna are the only ones who I haven't married yet, alongside with Barbara and you. I see. So when are you going to marry us? After I'm done taking care of Brainiac. After it is done, we will marry. I promise you. I mean, as Naruto kissed her one more time after leaving. After that, finally, Naruto was able to defeat the Darkseid. He stayed there for 3 months until it was Joker who decided to kidnap Lois Lane, wife of Superman, and Clark Kent, who was pregnant with his son, and put a transmitter in her heart that connected a nuke deep inside the whole Mount Olympus. As after finding this out, Superman charged there, but it was too much of a shock for him, as the scarecrow toxin was released, and he thought of his wife as the Darkseid. Naruto threw him to the ground, as he thought of Naruto as a doomsday, as Bruce was able to take the Lois away, as well as Diana, as suddenly something happened, as a fist made it through Naruto's stomach, as Naruto was impaled badly by Superman, as he was coughing blood, as some of the golden blood of the bloods of God leaked as well, as that is when Superman's toxin faded, as he saw what was happening. The nuke was located as well, and the metropolis was saved, while Diana, Donna, Supergirl, as well as the rest of the Justice League, alongside with the Young Justice and Teen Titans, watched in horror what happened in front of them. Clark, break out of it, said Naruto. Oh my god, what have I? It's alright, just take your fist out. Man, you're killing me. And suddenly Naruto started to heal, and within moments he was healed. As Diana looked at him enraged. What the hell is wrong with you, Cal? You could have killed my little brother. I'm sorry. Wait, then the Darkseid that I saw, it was Lois. That is why I intervened, Naruto said, still feeling pain because his insides were being repaired. As he coughed some amount of blood. I'm done healing. Look, I know what happened. It's alright. It happens in this line of work. And I guess you're right. The others are not ready. Because I guess even we are not ready for some things like that. But thank God that everyone was safe. Batman was quiet, as something inside of him was broken. I will take Joker to the Gotham. as everyone was surprised as he grabbed Joker and threw him inside his Batmobile that he summoned and left, driving away from Metropolis. As both Joker and Batman's POV, Batman was enraged, and Joker started to tease him. You know, Bruce, that was fun. Why? Why? I thought you had an agenda with me, Joker, but why Superman? You see, I got bored of our cat and mouse game and goose chases. I wanted to try another contender whom I can torment, and you won't be there to save the day. If it wasn't for that boy Wonder, or Wonder Boy, was it? Quite confusing name. It would have happened. Millions would have died. How long do you think this will continue, Joker? As long as there's a breath in my body. Good, that can be arranged. As Joker's eyes went, as Bruce snapped his neck and then pulled towards Jim Gordon. Batman, would like to turn myself in for murdering the Joker. As the news became viral, as we see Bruce Wayne sitting inside the prison, he was sentenced for only 1 month there because he has done the whole world great job. As the world came to realize that Joker was about to nuke the whole metropolis, and not only that, he has caused enough damage to Gotham, as both of the councils decided that only 1 month was enough for his punishment because he did take a life, and to make us feel guilty of him, as we see Superman as well as Naruto there, talking to him through the other side of the glass. Why did you do it, Bruce? I had to. He was going to hurt you, my friend. Your family. I knew he had an agenda against me. But you, any other person, I would not let get any hurt. Even if I had to break my own code and moral. I'm still recovering from that. But never again. That is why I told you at the time that killing some of the few to save millions is necessary. And you did the right thing, Bruce. But by turning yourself in, why? So that I can uphold my morals. Every crime needs to be paid in due with justice. I know that my punishment is quite nearly close to nothing, but it is good. It is more than enough for me to reconsider my morals and move forward working with them. As Superman got up and straightly went through that window and hugged him. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks so much. Say the word and I'll... No, Clark. I will stay here. After all, it's 1 month. And Batman has taken a month off. And Naruto, I hope you can take care of already on it. Happen. With the help of Batgirl. Batgirl? Yeah, Barbara is back in action. I healed her. I see. She was getting rusty, but not that much anymore. Plus, she can still be an oracle at the same time, Batgirl. That is good. Thanks. No worries, Bruce. You know, I see you as brothers, so I guess you can say that. I will help you all out. As Naruto flew away, and so did Superman. As we see now that 1 month later, Naruto married Barbara, Kara, as well as, surprisingly, this time around, Poison Ivy, who he met inside his travels in Gotham, and Harley Quinn, who was, well, stopping Joker after she found out what he was doing but was left unconscious. She was the one who tipped off everyone, earning trust from Justice League somewhat. And not only them, Supergirl was there as well, and so was Donna and Diana. After marrying these all, Naruto told everyone that he won't marry anyone else, and that he took it to heart, and finally met with Nightwing. Huh, wow, Dick, this one suits you much more better than that. A bluebird, huh? Yeah, nice meeting you as well, and from the looks of it, damn, you got a lot of women. I hope you can satisfy them all. You don't need to worry about that, Dick. So I hear that you're dating a beautiful alien from outer space. Yes, it is I, Starfire. Nice to meet you, friend. Good for you, Dick. Here, I'll give you some tips. As Naruto enhanced his agility body Now you can be more like a meta-human and date her without any consequences. Because the new Temerarians have a tendency. Oh, thank you very much, dear friend. You have only resolved our final problem. Now we can get married, Dick. Yes, we can. As after that, many years passed and the criminals were slowly and surely getting by, but nothing doing major like Joker did because they knew the consequences. The Justice League won't pull their punches anymore. If they targeted their families, or better yet, their cities, to the mass level of destruction. And surprisingly, Naruto even met Damian Wayne, who still was pestering him to train him in his arts because Naruto just beat the shit out of him and the League of Assassins single-handedly, as Naruto was now a full-fledged member of the Justice League and was mentoring the young Justice, as his many friends, well, prodigies were there. As we see him now back in the land of Amazons after all of this mess and having a vacation there, as he and his wives came along and were resting there. Even Athena as well as Artemis were there to rest, as a door bursted open and many children swarmed in from age 5 to 10. It was this fault, and as all of them were blaming one another, as the mothers and the fathers sighed. I guess this is what happens when you have a lot of kids, huh? Well, it's your turn to deal with them, Naruto. We're going to go and sleep. Oh, come on. How about this, children? Why don't Dad tell you a story of his origin again? And not only that, how about he show you a thing or two? Awesome! As the children left, as the woman giggled and slept. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out.